good evening, and welcome to this installment of The Sister Sanditon.
The men face off.
That's right. Tonight we are looking at our two leading men from Season 2, and we're going to see which one comes out on top as the quintessential Austen hero.
I love it.
Or the Renaissance man, as you will have
Yes,
it.
the Austen man.
Yes.
I love it.
So
now,
let's break it all down.
all right.
Now, as you know, Sydney,
Yes.
dearly departed
yes.
Sydney, we
dearly
used to
departed
have
Sydney.
him
We used to
here
have
every
his
week
portrait here.
in the place of honor.
He was our sort of guest.
Yes,
Up
our
here.
muse.
Yes.
Yes,
He
we
inspired-
used to reference his
he
lips,
inspired us
his,
and-
his hair,
Yes.
his eyes.
We were our truest and best selves when he was here.
Yes, dear. I'm sorry I don't have a tissue. You'd think I would.
It's all right.
Now, oh dear. Here, here's a
Excuse
cough
me.
drop, dear.
Excuse me.
Now, let us begin with bodies.
Bodies.
Who has the best body?
Oh dear.
We all know that's what's most important.
Well, yes.
Kidding,
Start
of
off with
course.
the best
Now,
asset.
we saw
well,
his
we've
body.
seen- yes, I'm trying to see who I'm
and we
pointing to.
haven't really given
We've
him
seen-
a chance
we've
because
seen-
we haven't seen him.
No, we've seen him
unclothed.
without his shirt, and he looked quite muscular and fit, if you
Yes,
ask me.
But look at how
Quite a
trim he looks
strapping young man.
in his waistcoat.
Well, I hope he doesn't have a dad bod under there.
Oh, for Pete's
No, he
sake.
looks, he cuts a fine figure in a waistcoat.
Yes.
Yes, he does.
But you still think...
I think he looks...
We're probably going to have to go with him
he
on
looks
bodies.
fine. I
because
think his
the
body
proof is in the
fine.
pudding.
I
we,
think so.
We haven't seen this
We
one.
haven't
So,
seen.
Lennox.
He looks fit enough, but he doesn't look quite as...
No. As buff as
buff.
this gentleman.
Yes, in
All
the
right,
buff.
so Lennox takes
All
the
right,
body.
Lennox won
Face
the body.
now. Face.
Face. Now, the face...
Who do you think has the best
To
face?
me, the face is more important because the bodies may change with time.
That's
the faces
right.
don't really
And back
change
in
that
Austen
much.
time, you weren't running around naked all the time anyway. You were fully clothed. Look at
Yes,
all the layers.
you just turn the lights off if you had any problem with the body. Now,
Oh, dear.
let me see. I think this is turning into this may we never know. This may turn into a Sister Sanditon After Dark episode.
PG-13.
We'll see. I think the face goes to this
You
one.
always used to say
I
you liked his
I know.
face.
Now, when I first
You
saw
him in something else.
yes,
and you liked him.
he was in Dickensian, but he played the bad guy. But he was quite charming. He was a wolf in sheep's clothing in that other one, which
He looks
may
rather
appear to be
fetching
the same in this. I don't know.
But he was also in something.
Yes,
Divergent.
he was.
How did he look in that?
He was much younger. It was many years ago, so he was much younger. He looked very different.
I think
but
his face.
I think maybe perhaps at the beginning I thought that he was
stern.
more charming, but well, he doesn't look as stern in this portrait.
Yeah, he
Normally
doesn't.
he's frowning, but you know.
Yes.
When he's frowning, I think he's trying to be like, Mr.
Yes,
Tough,
yes.
tough soldier here. But
I'm going with
quite
Colbourne.
handsome. I think Colbourne has grown on me because I think I like him better.
Oh, good. So
I'm
you
going
like
with
his
Colbourne.
face, all right?
Yes,
He
Colbourne.
wins
All right,
face.
all right.
Lips.
Lennox won, Colbourne won.
Lips.
Lips.
All the better to kiss you with,
dear,
my
this
dear.
is perhaps the most important asset.
Now, what do you think here?
I don't know.
His
His lips
got
are
nice lips.
his lips are rather thin. His lips are much fuller. Look. I mean, they're not quite as full as Sydney's were by any means, but they're much fuller. Look at that.
Now, we can't compare to Sydney. No
No.
one will ever.
No.
We've said that.
And that's true.
He's dead
let
and
me
gone.
see his lips. His lips are quite thin. I don't know.
That bottom lip looks just fine
Bottom
right
lip
there.
is all the. What do you plan to do with the bottom lip, my dear?
Now,
All right. Here's
fine,
what I would
we're
say.
split
Here's
on
what I
this.
would
You
say.
say
No,
Lennox, I
no,
say Colbourne.
no. Here's what I'm going to say. Who would I rather kiss? Because of the whole package, I choose Colbourne.
Well, good then.
So Colbourne wins
He
2-1.
wins.
All right.
Colbourne's in the lead.
Okay.
Next, hair.
Well, I think
Oh.
it's a clear winner. He's
Hands
got the
down.
wispies.
Oh,
that's
I mean,
always
he has a beautiful
blowing-
head of hair.
He's got a lot. Yes, he's got a lot
You
of
know.
fine hair, but
I mean,
he's not short
my
of
husband's
haircut.
bald, so I take any
Mine
of them.
is too.
But, I mean,
I-
this, it's hard to beat his. He's got the hair
It's
going
always
on.
in his face, and it's so
Yes,
sexy when he kind of pulls
that's
it out.
right.
And,
Look at it
you know,
here.
it's flowing in the wind.
I mean,
and
that's pretty
it's-
perfect.
Oh yes. It's
Okay,
yummy.
Colbourne.
It's very
Colbourne
nice.
wins
That's
the
a very
hair.
look. That's a very sexy picture of him.
It is.
He looks very nice.
It is a good picture. All right,
Yes.
next
Colbourne is really winning this.
number 5.
3-1.
Temperation. What did I
Temperament?
write?
Temptation.
Temperation. I made up a new word, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
think you meant to say temperament. Didn't
That's
that
what
get
happens when
discussed?
you've been taking antibiotics, dear. They mess with the brain. It was supposed to be temperament.
I think that's what we discussed.
Yes,
That's
sorry
what
about
the
that.
category is.
Now, temperament.
Temperation. I like it. I think we should coin
I
it.
should.
What
I
could
should.
it mean?
Add it to the dictionary.
Yes.
I'm going with him on
Temperament.
temperament.
Oh yes, I think hands down. This guy's so pushy, and he rubs me the wrong
He
way.
did lose his temper,
Well, that's true.
but most of the time he seems pretty even
Wait, when did he lose his temper?
He lost his temper with Charlotte when she was playing the piano.
Oh, that's right. Yes, he did sort of shout at her. Every man Charlotte ever sees loses his temper and shouts at her.
But normally, I'd like to, but
he's
pretty
a little bit
easygoing. He seems
easygoing, but is he too melancholy?
Too easygoing.
Yes, is he not? Gumption. Does he not have the gumption? This guy will stand up and tell you that he likes you. He's gonna, make it very obvious that he's interested in you.
I think he should win. Now, what is this you have written?
Teeth. Teeth. What about the teeth? Now, I have something to say about the teeth.
Dear, they're British. Teeth is no, we're not even discussing it. I'm sure they could both use braces, but that goes along with being British, dear.
Oh, dear. Well, I was going to say that this poor young chap, we never see his front teeth. We see the top teeth. We always see the bottom teeth.
Teeth are overrated anyway.
Well, his bottom teeth are rather crooked, but he always has this sort of sexy thing where he goes like this. So he's like...
Yes. I mean, I don't want an extra smiley man anyway,
I don't remember what his teeth looked like. I guess that was a dumb category.
I don't.
Scratch the teeth. Forget it. Teeth
gone.
You can't.
All right. Well, that's it. Colbourne has come out.
Oh, I've got another one. What about who rides? Who's a better horseman? Who looks better on a horse?
That's good.
Because they both ride the horse.
Horsemanship.
He came riding into town.
He cut a fine figure on the horse.
That's true. Riding on the beach.
He reminded me more of Sydney on the horse.
Yes.
I'm going with Colbourne.
I agree. Colbourne.
There you go.
This guy, he's history.
Woo!
I can't believe it. He's wonderful.
All right. Colbourne.
Should we hang his picture up?
Shall we?
I don't know.
He wins for our
Austin Man, the quintessential Austin Man.
Yes. But do we hang him up yet?
Well,
no, because she hasn't chosen.
She hasn't chosen either one of them, and they haven't chosen her necessarily yet. No one's made any declarations.
The spot shall remain blank.
The spot shall remain open, I suppose. We can bring them both,
we
can keep a tally as we see new occasions arise for a tally. But so far, this is very interesting. Colbourne is the clear winner.
Well, that was fun, dear.
It was fun.
That was lovely and fun. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as we did, and we'll see you all soon.
Bye.
Bye. Here we have our two leading men. We are the Sister Sanditon, first of all. Coming at you live from the Sister Sanditon. We are the Sister Sanditon.
Yes, we are. What are you looking at me for?
Cut. Start over.
All right. Here we are. Sister Sanditon coming to you in an outtake because I forgot my beautiful portraits of our two leading men in the car. Now, do you remember, if you remember, last season we had our dear darling departed Sydney.
Our dearly departed
Sydney.
Yes.
Thank you.
Plastered rest here. In peace.
We had our dear Sydney with us as our special guest nearly, I think it was every single episode. Yes. Every week we did.
Yes.
And he was always he was our inspiration. Constant companion. Yes. He rather, brightened our conversation and made us our best, our truest selves. Now, we have two new men. Don't keep coughing so, my dear.
Is that from Pride and Prejudice?
Yes. Did we already make that joke?
Lydia, the cough.
I don't cough for my own amusement, Mama.
Kitty.
Kitty coughs. Kitty coughs. Kitty has a chronic cough. Now, here are our two new leading men. Now, they're not at all unpleasant to look at.
You're covering your face.
Wait, well, how can I keep my man in the limelight? There we go. I can't tell where I'm going. Now, they're not at all unpleasant to look at, which is what Miss Bates says. But I should like to think one of these two men will win Charlotte's heart in the end. I think it's probably obvious that one of them will, because that is how they have set it up. Of course, they set it up to have Sydney win her heart, and that didn't happen. So we just hope that it will go a little more pleasantly for us this time around. Now, initially, who do you think made the better, cut a better figure? The officer, the colonel,
or the gentleman?
Or an officer and a gentleman!
I just made that up.
That was brilliant!
Am I
genius!
Oh my god.
You can't write this stuff. All right. Now.
We need a whole video on this. This is supposed to be an outtake, dear. That's enough. Anyway, here's the two gentlemen.
Here they are.
Let's go and make a video.
Oh, make a video. Do you want to see a video?
Talk about
you do.
Their
their
personalities, their qualities.
We can compare and contrast.
Let's do it.
All right. Goodbye.